Hey everyone, this is Tappers here, and welcome to the return of a project series that I have not worked on in several years. And all of this is thanks to the Elgato HD60 recording device that I've recently acquired. If you've watched my update video from about a week ago. But I mean, I could be recording this off of emulator like I usually do, but I decided to go for some high quality, high tech stuff, except not really because I'm not exactly original. But we are delving into Mega Man 6. Why is that? Because ABC's BattleBots, yo, because it's the robot tournament of ultimate destruction featuring 8 of the world's most powerful robots. I mean, you gotta love Carnage, right? But there's a twist. Mr. X, the sponsor of the tournament, took control of the robots and begun to take over the world. Why? Because he's about to tell us the truth. He's manipulating the Earth. Oh no! But actually, he was manipulating Wily this whole time, so Wily's no longer needed, and we have a new ultimate villain of ultimate power to defeat. And with that, we get to start Mega Man 6, a very late entry to the NES library, which pretty much was released 2 years after the SNES was already introduced. But as you can see, we got our 8 Robot Masters. We're going to go after Windman first. He's a robot that resides in the Far East in China. He's pretty much an agricultural robot designed for harvest. And he can produce speeds of 200 miles a second, or whatever the measurement is. But anyway, the first robot we just saw was a Pandita. It basically shoots out overhead shots and can shoot energy shots forward if you're close to him. That was a twin rotor that we just passed, and that's another Pandita that's dead. Here we have the fan mechanic of this stage of Windman, and Canopellers, probably the most annoying enemy in this stage. Specifically this stage. Those are Cyber Gabules, the Gabule kind of enemy of this game. If you get on their plane, they will rocket forward, but they kind of work a little wonky. So, I mean, sometimes they'll jet forward, sometimes they won't. This is probably the most frustrating part of the stage. As you can see, I'm dancing around on this fan, and there's a ton of lag being generated with all these gabules and those canopellers and the shots. So, and actually there's a way to actually get past it if you stand on the edge of that fan. But one thing, now I should probably talk about some of the mechanics with Mega Man 6. The reason that I've been kind of avoiding this game is because technically, I've already mentioned this in the 3-way race I had with my friends Cheese and 128 Up, but this game is really notorious, at least to me, with unresponsive controls and just questionable backwards design. Like, you can't jump out of slides, you can't, sometimes your inputs are eaten, and just some other things, but really, I shouldn't hold it against the game. Also, that was a Power Slam, the Big Eye wannabe of this game. A very horribly placed one because you can actually just kill it very easily under that overhang. But anyway, enough ragging about the game. We're almost to the boss corridor. Let's talk a little bit about Propeller Man.
Windman, you fool.
With propellers and jet engine, he can generate wind. He has a strong rivalry with Airman. And a couple of things to know about him. A good point, he's a good cook. Bad point is he's bad with bicycles because he's in the air, yo. He likes Kung Fu, which you can't really tell from watching Windman in this fight. And he dislikes herbal medicine because I guess it causes him to blow a gasket with his propellers. I don't know. But some of his quotes are, "I know Kung Fu," like this U-turn move that I'm pulling off. And in Japanese, his quote is, "It's gonna be a terrific wind," whatever that means. But anyway, Windman is a relatively easy boss if you understand his moves. he uses his signature windstorm, which pulls you forward into him. If you shoot him, his wind gets more powerful, which is something I never knew. His other attacks, he will also shoot propellers in a cross formation, which is kind of easy to dodge if you time it right. And then he also does this U-turn move, which I've already talked about, so yeah, that's the extent of his moves. And they say he knows Kung Fu. I mean, what does he use? His rocket boot, rocket air shoes to just do whatever? It doesn't matter. He's dead, and yeah, Windman honestly isn't very hard. It's just knowing how he works. So, as typical standard fare in Mega Man, we get our new weapon, which is, after turning a cool gray palette, the Bubble Storm. I mean, Windstorm. But I mean, seriously, it's the bubble lead. Anyway, as far as the stage goes, it was the most difficult part. The boss was easy, so here's some outtakes, and next time we'll see you for Flame Man.